Alright, so welcome back to another video. Hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's doing good out there. And today we're going to come here and test out my basketball IQ again. Because today we're going to be, can I make reads like Chris Paul? Arguably the smartest basketball player we've ever seen. So let's come here and check it out and let's see if I can make these reads. Alright, as always, the video link is always in the description. Let's go ahead and check it out.
Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the best point guards to ever play in the NBA.
He most
He's
definitely
had to
is.
develop his skill level and his basketball IQ to an extremely high level to be able to dominate in a game.
One of the
where he's
smartest
barely
we've
6 feet
ever
tall.
seen.
In this video, I'm going to give you guys 7 different clips, and I'll pause in the middle of each one right before
Okay, yo,
the
this should be
decision
good.
is made. I'll let you guys predict what Chris Paul is going to do in the situations.
I'm
Let me
ready.
know in the comments how many you get right. Let's get into it.
I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, shout out Vision Driven Basketball. Is that too loud for y'all? Let me know.
Here we
I don't
got
know.
Chris
All right.
Paul playing this high ball screen going towards the middle of the floor.
Okay.
What should he do? Should he continue to attack downhill to the left and try and score at the basket? Should he take this pull-up near the free throw line? Or should he throw this lob to the cutter on the baseline?
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause it myself. So he has 3 things, right? At least I think he said 3 things. There's the cut, the pass to Darius Bazley. Is that Lou Dort or is that Shea that's going back door? So we have Ben Simmons up, great defender. Joel Embiid up, great defender. Is it Shake Milton back here? He stumbled off the screen. Now the player that Chris Paul is, Chris Paul mid range can easily pull up at the 3. But the best bet is that since both of these players are high, I don't think they'll be able to recover enough for the backdoor lob. And Chris Paul is able to make that pass. So I'm gonna say backdoor lob because the pass to Darius Bazley he could definitely make because it's Chris Paul. But this defender right here isn't hedging over enough for that pass to be able to be like a non-contested shot. So I'm gonna say backdoor lob to either Shea or is this Lou Dort? We'll see. But I'm gonna have to say backdoor lob. Yeah, I think it's the backdoor lob. Y'all let me know what y'all think. That's what that's Hamadou the Alu.
This is part of what makes
Hamadou,
Chris
okay.
Paul so hard to stop. When he comes off the screen, he sees that he has
Shout
the
out, Hami.
attention of 3 defenders, specifically Ben Simmons, whose attention is completely on Paul and not on the guy in the corner. So Chris Paul takes another dribble towards the paint to make sure he draws in Embiid and Simmons.
That's
and throws
actually
an
a
easy
lapse
lob to his cutting teammate.
on Ben Simmons because Ben Simmons got caught ball watching, which is Chris Paul. You kind of gotta do that sometimes.
In this clip, Chris Paul's coming up the floor, getting ready for this drag screen to be set. Jamal Murray ices it and tries to force Chris Paul to stay sideline. What should he do in this situation? Should he use his ball screen to the middle like normal? Should he sell that middle drive and then use Nerlens Noel to twist his ball screen and attack towards the wing? Or should he draw Murray out and then attack him in an ISO situation?
All right, so looking at this right here, good screen by Nerlens Noel. Jamal Murray's hit the screen pretty hard. Paul Millsap, decent defender. Danilo Gallinari, I believe, right? Is this him? Good shooter. Chris Paul can easily go this way. Jamal Murray will still be stuck. He'd be able to go for pull-up, but that leaves the option that Paul Millsap could contest, which can also lead Chris Paul to kick to Danilo, which would be a good shot, but Gary Harris would have to step up and it's a kick to the corner. But seeing Nikola Jokic on the court, I say that since Jamal Murray is already off balance, you continue with this. I think he's going to be a behind-the-back move, I think, and he's going to attack downhill right here in this spot, this open space, on top of Nikola Jokic. He's going to go towards the sideline, towards Nikola Jokic. I think that's it. I think that's it. But yeah, but again, let me know in the comments what y'all thinking, because I could be completely wrong for all we know. Okay, yep, that's what I thought.
Chris Paul and Noel do a great job on this play of using that ice coverage against Jamal Murray. By Jamal Murray jumping up and trying to prevent Chris Paul from using that screen going towards the middle, Noel is able to twist that ball screen, which is going to allow Chris Paul
good
to come
screen,
off
yeah.
the sideline. And because Jamal Murray's already jumped over the screen, it's going to put him in prime position to get caught by that screen, leaving Chris Paul with Jokic in drop coverage for an easy mid-range jump.
And Nikola Jokic is not fast enough to be able to get out there like that. He's already had him on his feet trying to back up. See, I like that. Okay, 2 for 2.
Chris Paul's coming up the floor again for this drag screen. The screener's defender jumps out the hard hedge. What's the read right here? Should he try and split the hedge? Should he try and bounce out and around the hedge? Or should he reject the screen and attack towards the sideline?
Okay, I'm gonna pause it again. Automatically, Evan Fournier, Aaron Gordon already got this side cut off. With the late defender, there's probably just going to be a trap and a hard pass to get to the late defender when he crosses half court, I believe. Like, I'm not trying to sound like too technical or like sound like I know a lot. I'm just seeing, like, I'm just letting I know what I'm seeing. So I think this going this way is already cut off. Markelle Fultz being the good defender he is, and this is older Chris Paul, so it's not like Chris Paul still has that he's super quick with it. Markelle, very good defender when he's healthy. I think going this way could easily be Markelle could easily get in front of him. I think there's two options. It's either the split or it's the take your chances and go to the sideline towards Markelle. But this doesn't like a lot of space, but Chris Paul ain't nothing but 6'1". I think he'd be able to fit through this gap. And knowing Chris Paul, he likes to like nutmeg people and stuff like that. So I'm going to say Chris Paul is going to split through the gap. But if it was me and I had to do it, I'm probably going to the sideline. But for Chris Paul, I'm thinking he's splitting the gap. Let's see. Come on, let me go 3 for 3. Come on, I know something about basketball. Come on, let me go. Yes. Come on, with 3 for 3, man.
This hedger jumps out way too early in this drag screen because the screen hasn't really even been set. So by the time the hedgeman is in position, the screener is still moving towards Chris Paul's man to set that screen up, meaning there's going to be a lot of room between the screener and that hedge guy for Chris Paul to be able to split and get downhill. And typically when you get to the middle of the defense like that, only good things are going to happen.
Okay, yeah, 3 for 3, man. Maybe I am Chris Paul. I could have been Chris Paul. Come on, man.
This time, I'll let you decide with no options.
Oh, wow.
How should Chris Paul play this ball screen?
Oh, wow. Okay. Wasn't prepared for the no options one. Who's on the court? Eric Gordon. Is that Nene? Okay, so I think that's Nene. So yeah, this old. And is this who was on this Rocket? Is that Luke Mbamute? And then I don't know who this is. Whoever this, I can't tell. Is this the Jazz, right? Who is this defender? I can't really tell. But he's hedging over this way. Chris Paul is look like he's already in for the in and out. I say Chris Paul just attack down court because good screen. It looked like he's stepped on Nene's ankle a little bit, so he's definitely off balance. He's already hedging too far over. There's really nothing you can out of all this. Chris Paul already in like the in and out motion, so or the hezzy motion. So I'm saying he just goes down the middle of the court. Yeah, I'm gonna go with he just attacks down the middle of the court, see what happens. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. Oh man, the nails getting buckets.
This defender and the screener's defender are playing this ball screen. It becomes very easy for him to make
4 for 4.
The screen. First of all, his
4
defender
for
is a little bit early trying to get over that screen, and he's already lost momentum. So if Chris Paul continues to attack straight forward, his defender is going to have to start from a standstill. And on top of that, the screener's defender is playing drop coverage on the opposite side of the ball screen. So there's literally no defense on that right side. When he comes off that screen, he gets both his man and the hedger who come over to defend him. And a third defender comes as well, which leads to an easy pass to the rolling big.
I don't want to say nothing, but my basketball IQ looking like I could have been Chris Paul.
Chris Paul comes off of the ball screen and goes into a dribble hold to hold his defender behind him and allow the play in front of him to develop. What should he do here? Should he immediately pull up for the jump shot hoping to get fouled? Should he hit his teammate in the corner for 3? Or should he use a little bump off to shoot this elbow jump shot?
Okay, so again, this Eric Gordon, I was right. I think that's Lou Mbamute. Clint Capella already got Derek Favors back to the basket. Now, knowing Chris Paul it has the ability to even take this straight to the layup. I think he'll be able to get around Derek Favors, just being quicker than him. But again, Luke Mbamute, he was a decent shooter in his time. Is this Jonas Jerebko? I can't really tell. I don't really know who this is. Chris option has two options. Chris Paul can make the pass to get to Luke, but I feel like Chris Paul is taking the mid-range pull-ups and Joe Ingles is already on his back because I think Chris Paul probably believes in himself more than Luke Mbamute. So I'm going to say he's going to take the pull-up, I guess, because Joe Ingles already on his back. I don't really know on this one. I don't really know, but I think he's taking a pull-up on this one. It just feels like Chris Paul. Yeah, that's a good move. It's a good move. That's a very good
This
move.
is a bit more of a complex situation, and I'm going to bring in some numbers to back up why Chris Paul took the shot as well. Holding this defender coming off of a ball screen is a great thing to do when you're facing drop coverage. Typically, that drop defender has to recover back to that big man, so if you can hold your guy behind you, a lot of times it's going to clear an open lane for you to either get to the basket or have a wide open shot, which is the case that happens here. Chris Paul manages to hold Joe Ingles for a while, which allows Clint Capella to seal his man. That leaves the mid-range open. Chris Paul does have a teammate open in the corner, and that wouldn't be a bad pass to make. But out of a ball screen since 2013, Chris Paul has shot the most amount of shots from the elbow area, and he also has the highest efficiency in that area in the entire NBA.
Wow, I did not know that.
Look from the elbow is the best shot the Rockets are going to get on this possession.
What is that? 4 for 4, 5 for 5? I forgot. I lost count.
Up a little bit for this play.
Okay.
For this situation, I want you to think of both ways Donovan Mitchell could react after he gets past this screen here. Once you think of both of those options, I want you to think of what Chris Paul should do in each situation.
All right. So he said, "What should Donovan Mitchell do?" Obviously, like the right thing to do. Well, I say the right thing to do, but I would say stay with PJ Tucker on this, because PJ Tucker is not really going to roll, so I'm going to go to the wing and shoot the ball. But Donovan Mitchell having IQ, knowing that Rudy Gobert is a very good interior defender, perimeter defender, not so much. He tries to get back so Rudy can slide, but Rudy's a very slow guy. Either way, you're kind of in trouble, because Rudy Gobert, just because he's so slow-footed on the perimeter, probably wouldn't be able to get back in time enough if PJ decides to go to the wing and Chris Paul dots the wing for PJ Tucker. And if he steps up too far and Donovan Mitchell's not able to get back, Chris Paul could probably easily blow by Rudy Gobert. So yeah, I think that that's what it is. So I think what he's gonna do right here is, because as he sees Donovan Mitchell ready to come back, and he knows Rudy is slow-footed on the perimeter. I say slow-footed, but NBA player, you know how to go. I think PJ Tucker goes to the wing and Chris Paul lobs it over PJ Tucker 3-point, because PJ Tucker's not really shooting the ball. Former Miami Heat player, Miami Heat fan, I've seen enough. So yeah, he's going to the wing. PJ Tucker. Tell me I'm 6'6". Come on. Yeah. Rudy Gobert is too slow for it to get out there. Yep.
So here are the two options that Donovan Mitchell has after he goes under this ball screen. The first would be to stay with PJ Tucker to make sure that he doesn't get an open three, and let Rudy Gobert stay one-on-one with Chris Paul with help to his left side. Or the other option is to recover back to Chris Paul and essentially bring a double team with him and Gobert, which would leave PJ Tucker open. So Chris Paul's two options to these would obviously, number one, if Rudy Gobert is guarding you, then you beat him, get by him, and either finish at the basket or you make a pass. Or, like what happens in the clip, if Donovan Mitchell rotates over for a double team, then you hit PJ Tucker on the pop, and he has a wide open three. For this last one,
that's what I was thinking. Okay, last one.
Movement. Watch how the defender is playing it and predict the read that Chris Paul is going to make right here.
All right. Easily, this is probably the easiest one I've seen so far. Easily, again, Luc Mbah a Moute, he was a big guy in his day. Again, Chris Paul is easily just going to catch the ball, probably dribble to the side, or just catch the ball right now and just shoot, because this screen is definitely hard enough and block both of these players. Like, is it Derek Favors? Derek Favors is not going to be able to step around. And then, I don't know, is this Raul Neto, I think? I don't know. He's not coming around this way because big body screen. Chris Paul is going to pull up. Simple. 7 for 7. 7 for 7. He's going to either dribble, pull up, or he's just going to catch and pull up. Right there on the 3-point line. I'm 7 for 7. Yeah, that's what I thought. I could have been Chris Paul.
Chris Paul initially sets up his defender very, very well with this first pin down screen, which, yes, it is a push off. It was a foul, but guys get away with that all the time in the NBA. He then comes up to this dribble handoff, which is going to turn into another pin down screen. And because his defender is scrambling to catch up after having to go under the first screen, he ends up having to go under this handoff/screen as well. So Chris Paul basically takes a dribble and uses the screen as a flare. While his defender goes under, Chris Paul takes advantage of that and shoots the open three.
Yes, 7 for 7, man. If you guys
enjoyed this video and learned something from it as well, make sure you guys click the top link in my description below to get my free Elite Perimeter score.
Hey, man, I definitely did enjoy this video. Shout out to Visionary. I think that's his name for the shot. This is a nice, fun video. But yeah, I went 7 for 7. Y'all let me know what y'all was thinking. Are y'all IQ like Chris Paul, or can you make the right reads? But I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, drop a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'm catching this video. We out of here. Peace.